Sub YouTube, welcome back to another video documenting my journey to legend. I've never hit legend before and I'm hoping to do so for the first time this season. If that's something you think you'd be interested in, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. I have one final video for you guys in the Holiday Cup. I know it's over, but I made a pretty impressive 140 point climb in this video. Impressive to me because I'm usually on that downward trend, you know, losing points. So I just wanted to showcase my battles, showcase a lot of losses. But before that, I want to give a huge shout out to the following 4 people. A man whose name I'm gonna assume is pronounced Nick B. The devil himself who likes watching me lose, the waifu, the man with a dope name, Burhan Shah. And someone who's quite possibly just a little bit sour. Alright, enough of the bad jokes. Thank you guys so much for your support on the channel. It really means a lot. I read all your comments, and I'm very grateful to have you guys along this journey with me. And now let's get on with the battles. This first battle is really sped up, and it's because this is the Caleb Pang team, the one that he featured in his last video. And I just wanted to showcase that with the same team, reading all my mistakes from the previous video, I was able to climb 140 points, which to me is insane. And it's like the most I think I've ever climbed in one set. This was from 4 battles. This first match is sped up a lot, only because this is pretty dominant. There is no way that you can lose this, even when they catch your gyro ball on the fish. Ninetales come, Giratina comes back in, and at this point I just know that I have them pretty hard countered, so I don't really need to stay in there and let them farm me down. This is the only battle from this team that I showcase in this video, but I did go up against it about 4 or 5 times during the 4 sets that I was doing. So incredibly dominant, not really much your opponent can do. But what I've noticed with people playing this team, and now it's gone, right? Master League is here. But what I noticed while people were playing this, they are persistent, man. They fight you until the very end. They just don't back out. And I can't say I blame them. You know, you're always looking for that win con, but at some point I was like, you know what? Like, come on, man. You know, like just speed it along. All right, let's see if we learn from our mistakes in this video. Virizion lead, right? Hard counter lead. This one doesn't swap in the Aurorus, but let's watch this game for a second. You see that spinning ball of death in the upper left corner? Let's see if I'm able to press my my next frenzy plan after this, right? They're gonna shield. This isn't as bad as the Aurorus matchup. I know I can reach that next frenzy plant. I'm not gonna overfarm. I'm just gonna tap it right away. Just tap it. Just tap it right away. Yeah, you know, like any normal person would. And nope, the game decided to put me on hard mode. So I was pretty tilted, and I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling like Goku versus Majin Buu. I know there's still a way to win, so I'm sticking in here. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna save a shield for Charizard. I'm just gonna throw one before, or a few before they reach their next move, and I'm just gonna save all the shields for Charizard. In comes the Aurorus. I'm feeling kind of good. And I'm like, all right, I try to CMP tie. They don't fall for it, and I feel like they're gonna bait. I don't know why. I was just feeling ballsy, and I call it. So it put me back in the driver's seat. The game is still kind of glitching. You'll be able to see that my Charizard is like losing a turn here and there, which is really annoying. I don't know if it was my connection or the Niantic servers. I'm in airplane mode. I tried to turn off the GPS as best I could. We CMP tie on this move, and good night goes Verizon. So we managed to take that win, even though Niantic really tried to screw me over on that one, which was really annoying. This one I showcased because my opponent almost comes back from a pretty horrible matchup. They come into a rock throw Aurorus, and it just threw me off. And so I didn't know exactly what to do. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get a shield, and then I'll come in with Venusaur and throw pretty much right away, right? Because these rock throws do kind of chunk. So they're going to get off a Weather Ball, and I'm going to build up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. I do go to about the back-to-back. And now I launch this. If they want to save a shield, then I just throw one more and take them out. They come back in with the Giratina, and I'm just gonna knock out as many frenzy plants as I can get off, which is 1. And I believe I come back in with the A-Slash. They swap into the Goon, and now I'm feeling pretty good. I know I can tank a Night Slash. I think I'm gonna build up, try to CMP tie them, and throw the Blast Burn. Yeah, throw the Blast Burn on the CMP. And do they shield? They do. So now I'm going to respect it, right? I really don't have to shield, but I just don't want to get countered down. Again, another CMP, I believe. Yeah, another CMP tie here. This gets them pretty low. Our switch timers are coming back up. So I'm anticipating a swap. And yeah, so we managed to get that one. And now I just can farm up as much energy as I can. I have a little bit of stored energy. I don't want to leave that goon a lot of energy to farm up. So I'm purposely trying to get low on this. I farm up to the back-to-back, and then I think after I throw this one, I'm just going to farm them all the way down. If they win, oh, well, I guess I chickened out a little. But yeah, we get off this move. They take us out, and now it should only be, yeah, 3 to the next Dragon Claw, and we managed to take that win. So that came back pretty close. My opponent, I think, played that really, really nicely. I'm showcasing a lot of losses in this one and just tough leads. So there's one loss in here that ended my 9-0 run, or 9-1 run rather, with this team. And you'll see who it's from. It's from a content creator. This is the first time I guess I've ever been high enough to face a content creator, and so it was pretty cool. The Aurorus leads are really dominant. Not as dominant as you would think, but Aurorus has a tendency to just bait, and I don't understand why. I was willing to let my A/ go. They built up to the meteor beam, but I was like, at this point, you know, well, I guess I have 2 shields. I don't need another shield, and they just bait again, and I'm gonna reach this next move. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? Let me shield. If they catch it, whatever. They've lost swap. They don't. They let their Aurorus go down. So now they're 2 shields down. I still have a shield to my name. They come in with Verizon. Yeah, I know it's Verizon. And I come in with Charizard. And they try to catch a Dragon Claw, but this is good. You know, I need this energy. I'm not gonna flip this matchup otherwise. Venusaur doesn't do the best here, especially when the Giratina is at full health. So the reason I showcase this battle is because it's a hard loss lead, and we managed to come back from it. Even if this was the Home Slice Henry team, similar to that previous one. Oh, actually, what am I talking about? This was the Aurorus lead. They're going to take us out here with, I think, a Stone Edge or Sacred Sword. And then I think once they see how much damage this Stone Edge does on the Venusaur, I think they top left. I can't remember. No, I guess not. Okay, but yeah, a Sludge Bomb does about 70%. I'm not sure, 80% maybe. Ferrixter, this is the man who gave me my loss, who handed me my tuckus, and they were just running a hard counter team. I don't know if Ferrixter is obviously a fantastic player, but it caught me off guard that they stayed in having such a hard response to Charizard, and then they shielded. And when I was playing this battle, I had no idea it was Ferrixter, so I didn't have any you know, like, oh my god, you know, I have to win this to prove something to someone. But I let myself go down, and I think I'm gonna come in with Venusaur and farm down. And I'm gonna tank these moves, what I think are gonna be either weak or resisted, but he goes for the Dragon Pulse, which is awesome. This is gonna be a Brutal Swing, which is fine. And then we farm this down, and what's in the back? Ah, yes. There's no chance. There's a team going around. Now it's gone, right? It's Obstagoon and Double Fire. This just happened to be an Ampharos and a Fire in the back, but there's nothing I can do. So GG's Ferrix there. That was pretty dumb. I sent him a message afterwards. This I included because it was funny. And here, if you recognize that name from one of my shorts, this is the very respectful short that I did one time. And GG's to this guy because he hands me my tuckus. He came in with a Charizard, and I panicked. You panicked, and your weaknesses cost the lives of 3 others. And I tried to call it bait, and yeah, that's how this one ended up. So good to this guy. See, this is why you should be respectful and not freaking cocky. What I should have done, because this was a very winnable matchup, I should have launched both of those Icicle Spears, and then I should have came in with Charizard, and then they would have been in Dragon Claw range. They could have gotten off a move on me, and as you're gonna see, I probably needed that Venusaur. Well, I mean, I did need it, right, for the Obstagoon. And then we don't get to see that back bomb, but I think it would have played out a little differently had I not been stupid. This Lapras lead running Water Gun threw me a little off. I think I saw a team featuring this somewhere, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't too sure when I was playing this. And they build up to the Hydro Pump, which is why I shield, so good on them. I think I would have had to shield anyway, unless I wanted to let this thing go down. But I think I would have rather have let A/ go down and then just come in with Venusaur and farm down. They gave me a shield there, and it pretty much would have been the same outcome, right? I don't get to that move because it's a one-turn move. It takes one turn to click your move. I come in with Venusaur, they swap out, and I'm assuming there's a Charizard. Sorry, not a Charizard, a Charmer back there. And this is very winnable, but I think I needed that extra shield. Because now I have 0 shields. And I'm going to try to farm up as much as I can. And they only get to a Dragon Claw, I believe. And because they only get to a Dragon Claw, I don't throw because my timer's not up. And because I didn't throw quicker, I don't have enough health to actually click the Dragon Claw that I do have. So eventually I'm going to go down. Here I should have seen that my win con was to throw a Sludge Bomb. But a Sludge Bomb doesn't KO. I think what I could have possibly have done is thrown the Sludge Bomb, seen how much damage it did, and then counted just before they get to their next Weather Ball, because I don't think they would have outpaced me, and I think maybe I would have had a pretty decent shot. Maybe. But yeah, I died with the move because I'm not able to get it off. But that was a really cool close game. Here's that double fire team. Absolutely nothing you can do. I do one before they reach the Blast Burn because they were a little late to the swap. And they farmed up a ton of energy and they don't bait, which is great for them. I think I'm going to come in with A-Slash. And I'm not going to CMP tie them because that would be really dumb. And I'm going to do one. I believe they were a little off, but I just didn't want to. I think they were one off. Swap into this guy, and this should have been my sign that either they were going to shield. After the first no shield, I probably should have just gone straight for the Blast Burn. I didn't know it at the time that Obstagoon double fire was a thing until this match. So this is what taught me that it's a pretty hard counter team. I don't know if there's much I can do. Maybe if I did get off that Blast Burn, but even then, like 2 shields down, they would have had to have taken me out with a Brave Bird, most likely. But yeah, there was not a lot I could do there. Another Virizion lead. Let's see how we play this out any differently. Oh, this is this match. Yeah, this is... I'm pretty much facing a Skarmory that's a little less threatening with their fast moves, even though those Smackdowns do a lot. So yeah, this is not looking too good for me. I can throw as many Frenzy Plants as I want. I try to throw on proper timing, you know, every 1 or every 4. And yeah, this is just not looking too good. So I know there's no way I'm going to win swap, but at least this thing is pretty low. I think maybe I should have just let this thing farm down, because now I'm locked in here. And the Virizion can come back in. It's going to beat me to the Sacred Sword. And yeah, even if I didn't get out of this match, let's see, I come in with the Charizard, and I think they have another counter in the back. What do they have? Is that an Ampharos? Oh, I think it might be an Aurorus. And they do a really lovely job of baiting me here. They do build up to the Stone Edge. And I figured they're not going to bait. Oh, okay, they don't bait. No, this isn't the one. But they have a Aurorus in the back. They forced me to dump some energy here, which is smart on them, right? I don't want to take any more Smackdowns. And yeah, I launched this one. I'm like, all right, if they don't shield, maybe there's a hope and a prayer. And yeah, they shield and nothing I could do. So that was another loss. And a Charizard lead. This is the last battle I wanted to showcase this, because this one is not impossible. It seems pretty bad because we're ABA weak to Charizard. Here, as a Charizard player, I don't bait. So I figured they weren't going to bait. So I correctly shield that up. I throw a little before they reach their next Blast Burn. And I think I'm going to try to make a catch. Smart on them, they don't throw. They save up all that energy, which is great. Now I'm in a pretty okay matchup with some energy lead. I'm going to just get as many Dragon Claws as I can off. I'm probably going to let this go, and I'm probably going to come back in with A-Slash and farm. Let's see. Yeah, I let this go. Is it a Ancient Power? It is. So this takes me out. Smart on them. Come in with A-Slash. Wait out my timer just a little bit because they were a little bit misaligned. I'm going to farm this thing all the way down. I don't care how much energy I tank. And then they're going to come back in with the Charizard. I do immediately throw the move. And I'm assuming that they think that I'm gonna shield because I have all this energy. So I just called the bait there. And now they're not at the Blast Burn, so I can chuck this right away. I didn't want to get stuck on a CMP. And what do they have in the back? It's a Charmer, and at this point I just bring in Venusaur, and this was a GG. So that was just I guess just making the right calls. Most of my sets were, the first one was a 5-0, second one was a 4-1. My loss handed to me by Ferrixter, and then the next 2 sets that I did were 3-2s, and we managed to climb up to 26-32. I was super proud of this. This is the highest I've been, I think, this early in the season. I know it's not technically early, but to me it's still early. So hopefully I can climb in the Premier Master class, or Premier, what is it? Master Premier Cup, because I really want to play that one and see how I do. Thank you guys so much for your support on the channel. Again, it means a lot. I know I say that a lot, but it's because it's true. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.